Round 1.
Hello and welcome to Inside Boxing's Throwdown. I'm Aurelio Martinez, Stephen Johnson, and in this episode we're going to talk about Triple G. Steve, I'll tell you, that whole that whole topic of Triple G has been a topic for a year or so now, if not longer, because that whole weight category, was a mess. There was good fights to be made in that category, but because one was scared of the other and things like that, it never happened.
You're talking about Canelo.
We're talking about Canelo. Canelo,
the middleweight champion.
I just got to pat myself on the back, because I'm talking about 5 years ago when we talked about Canelo. I told you he was a coward and he had a yellow streak behind him. I can read right through some of these fighters, okay? And now he's proven the world. But let's go back to Triple G. Triple G, of course, was in negotiations with Eubanks, right?
Chris Eubanks Jr. and his dad, Chris Eubanks Sr.
That was a fight I really wanted to see. I thought it would have been a good fight. But of course, Eubanks was another one that was scared, so they found a way to price themselves out. And I just don't want to hold any punches back. If you want to fight, you're going to fight. You don't take it. Okay, it's not like it's chump change. No. You're making money. Okay,
yeah.
So when you start to price yourself out and you start making these demands and you want to control everything from the money to the pay-per-view, you're not the promoter. So why you want to control anything? Settle for a purse, sign the dotted line, and fight. But the bottom line, like you said, he was scared. He was scared. So now they went on and they went under. They didn't want to wait for him. They didn't want to negotiate with him. So they went ahead, and now he went ahead and signed, and Kell Brooks stepped up to the plate.
Kell Brooks.
Now, you know what? I'm going to tell you what. Kell Brooks, I like Kell Brooks.
I do too.
Kell Brooks got a lot of talent, a lot of skills, and people are knocking him. They're saying Triple G went and picked us on a smaller guy, 47. But I'm going to tell you what. Kell Brooks is the kind of guy that has the talent and the skills, and he's not going to be a walkover for Triple G. I mean, the people say, well, Triple G's going to knock anybody out he hits. Well, true. But I think Kell Brooks presents that skill level where it's not going to be easy for him to hit. In other words, he's not going to retreat to the ropes, and then just try to cover up defensively and let himself get hit. I think he's the one that can stay mobile, and he can deliver his own portion of punches. So tell me, what do you think about the fight?
I disagree. I think that, first of all, Kell Brooks is too small. He's coming up 2 weight classes. But I'm not hating on Kell Brooks for taking this fight. He's been waiting for his payday. Amir Khan got his payday.
Exactly. Same thing.
He got knocked the fuck out. So if Kell Brooks gets knocked out, he wants the payday. And I won't hold that against him. He comes up and he's taking the fight. The pussy in this whole thing remains Amir Khan. Okay, now we can talk about, we'll talk in a second about, the reason that this all is really has developed is because Andre Ward has got some little yellow streak on his ass. Okay, he doesn't want to get in there and go at it. But the bottom line is that Kell Brooks has been calling out Amir Khan for the last 4 years.
Yeah. And
Amir Khan is not going to fight him. Okay, that was going to be the fight in England, and everybody knows they'd sell out that O2 arena, no question.
Absolutely.
We saw Eddie Hearn was really looking forward to that. So when Eddie Hearn got wind that the negotiations with the Eubanks got a little sour, he jumped right in there and said, "Well, Kell wants him."
Yeah.
And they said, "Okay, fine, we'll take him." I'm not hating on that. I just think that Kell's too small. Kell will give all that he's got. We know that, but I think I think he's made to order for Triple G. He comes straight ahead. He has some good movement, but his thing is he wants to out physical you. He can't out physical Triple G.
No, he's not. Well, he without a doubt, if he even tries that, it'll be a short fight. But what I'm saying, going back to Kell Brooks, waiting for his payday. He had his payday with Amir Khan. Amir Khan failed to do that. At the same time, Amir Khan's complaining about Floyd Mayweather and all these other ones not giving him the payday. But he in turn was doing the same thing to Kell Brooks. So Kell Brooks did what he's supposed to do. And boxing is a business, so you want to make it.
It's prize fighting,
and it's a short career, so you got to make your money, take care of your family. Okay, so this opportunity was there. He took it. He's going to make it. Obviously, there was no big fight coming up in his division.
No.
So take the money. You're still going to have the name. You can come back down and still make more money. But you do that. You need to get the most out of your boxing career. So this is exactly what Kell's doing. And I'm going to tell you what. I just think that Kell's going to make a good outing for him. If he ends up getting knocked out, which mostly everyone's going to say he is, and he might, because if he gets hit, he's going to go down. So be it. I mean, the difference is Kell Brooks is going to come in to fight.
Yeah,
he's going to come to fight.
Kell Brooks has never not brought it when he comes, and so that's why I said I can't blame him for taking the fight. As a matter of fact, that's what he's supposed to do, take that fight. Kudos to Eddie Hearn for jumping right in there and saying our guy is ready.
That's right.
Jump right on it. Now the Eubanks are doing. Man, there's so much like Amir Khan. Whining now, talking about we'll take the winner. No, you're not getting the winner.
Yeah.
You're not
getting
the winner. You're
now
done.
all of a sudden it changed. Now he's saying we'll take the winner. You know what?
No, you don't get nothing now.
Reality set in with Eubanks. Wow, the millions of dollars just flew out. He just let it go out because of his stupidity and his yellow streak. Okay, he just let that go out. You know what? It may never be there again.
Well, don't forget, Chris Eubanks is all over the place. Remember, it was just a few weeks ago that he was politicking with the team from the UK to be on their Olympic team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's all over the place, though.
Yeah. So
he wanted to beat up on some amateurs.
And
okay, now all of a sudden, then he had a chance to really get a nice payday. He let that go, and now he thinks he's going to get the winner.
Okay. Now let's talk about, because I get the emails and I get the reports and stuff, and the emails come back and say, well, now Triple G wouldn't step up to fight Andre Ward. These are from the Andre Ward fans, okay? Mm-hmm. So now Triple G's a little sissy now, because now he's fighting a little guy. He's fighting a little guy, and he wouldn't go up and fight Andre Ward. The difference here is, okay, Triple G doesn't need Andre Ward. He doesn't need to take that fight to make a big payday, okay? That's the biggest difference. So why should he go up a couple of weight classes to fight a bigger guy and when he doesn't need to? He's not sitting there waiting for a payday. Okay, he gives out the paydays. So I think that's the biggest difference.
I think the biggest difference is that as we now know, Andre Ward doesn't want to fight at super middleweight. He wants to fight at light heavy. Mm-hmm, okay, mm-hmm. Andre Ward with this layoff that he's at, because we can call it a layoff in the last 3 years.
Oh sure.
Only had 2 fights, and and I still say he's on the juice. I still say that, but the lagging injuries he's had, I think that's it. And he's holding out for a big payday.
You've always
said that. I think his is going to get away from him too. He's going to wait on him long enough, because now he's got to look at Sergey Kovalev.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he don't want none of that. Andre Ward not wants none of that. Okay. If he ever fights Triple G, which is pretty much common knowledge now, he wants him to come up.
Yeah.
It's going to be catch weight what Andre Ward wants. Andre Ward thinks he calls the shots.
Yeah.
And these guys are letting him know he doesn't call the shots. Yeah. So we'll see how it all plays out.
Well, good. So anyhow, let's take this last minute and a half and let's talk about the Canelo Alvarez. We got to talk about that, because this was the fight that everybody wanted to see, was Triple G and Canelo. Same weight class, middleweight. It was talked about. Everybody wanted to see that.
With a middleweight limit of 160.
Yeah, middleweight fight, not a Canelo weight. We're not talking about Canelo weight. Okay, we're talking about the legal regulated weight class. Okay,
right.
So that fight didn't happen. I told you it would never happen.
You did.
I told you Canelo would never fight him.
You did.
So now Canelo's ended up fighting Liam Smith. Okay,
from England.
So talk about it. He's not going to ever fight Triple G. He's not going to fight anyone that poses a threat to him.
Nope.
He's going to sit there because he's got the Mexican people by the Guraks. Okay, he's got them there because they have no one else to. The Mexican people are proud. The Mexican fans are proud people, and they like their boxing. And he's the only one there. But he better hope that someone else doesn't come up.
He better hope like Mikey Garcia doesn't come back,
because he'll fade.
Pick it up.
He'll fade. And but right now, him and Oscar De La Hoya are going to milk the Mexican people for everything they got.
Well, real quick, we got 30 seconds. Let's talk about Liam Smith. He's undefeated, 23-0. I think he fought me, you, Marie, Kathy,
my grandma,
your grandson Gavin, my grandson little Jalen. I mean, and this is what Andre Ward does now. He goes and Andre Ward.
Yeah.
He goes and finds guys that 10 seconds. He goes and finds guys that are undefeated or have one loss.
Oh yeah.
And they haven't fought anybody.
Well, because that's the way everyone does nowadays. We have
That's
some people.
exactly
We
right.
have some people here in
Don't even go down that. Don't go down that road.
well, it's all over the country and all over the world. There's people they build their records up. They
Yeah.
build their records up in hopes of landing the one big payday, and there's nothing wrong with that. You get the payday, you've made your money. If you can get $1 million payday, okay, $1 million payday is enough to set you real good financially.
Should
Okay? It should be if you're smart. Okay, a lot of times you just let it get away. You start buying things and you go crazy. But if you're smart, $1 million is enough to set you pretty comfortable. Okay.
But you know what? The bottom line is with the picking a guy who's undefeated, hasn't fought anybody. Reminds me of what my dad used to say: "Don't piss down my neck and tell me it's raining."
That's right.
That's what I'll just say.
Oh, and that's what I'm saying. True boxing fans know what Canelo's doing.
There you go.
I mean, so anyhow, with that, we'll end up going to our next segment.
Our next segment, which is always your fan favorite, once again, the often imitated but never duplicated inside boxing throwdown.
Come on, man.
We got a good couple of topics that we're going to bring up with our come on, man. So get a quick drink. We'll be right back. In the meantime, Aurelio,
Keep them hands up.
keep them hands up, baby.